Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a basic tile and how to do some midpoints and parallel lines and things. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this tool over here, a line segment, and I'm just going to start with a small kind of horizontal line, right? And then I want to go back over here and I want to make a parallel line. So I'd like to make this a right angle. So I'm going to go under more tools and it says perpendicular line. I choose the line that I want it to be perpendicular to, and then I can move it to the location that I want. In this case is here. All right. Next I'm going to make another line segment because I'd like to make this side of the triangle. That I'm going to hide that perpendicular line in a few minutes here. So I'll make it like that. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to create the rest of the triangle. I want to have all the line segments. All right, so now I've got the 3 line segments. And now I can go and hide that parallel line, or perpendicular line rather. So if I click it, you can see now I get all kinds of options. I can change the color, right? I could also delete it. I'm going to just hide it instead. Hide it, it seems better. If I ever have problems, I can go back and unhide it, okay? If I needed to create another one. All right, next I'm going to take my tool here, the select, and I'd like to make some midpoints. So let me go over here, and under tools you'll see there's a midpoint choice there. I'm going to click that, and you can see I've already got the midpoint there, which is great. And then I can click this one too and get the midpoint again. You can click more to it. If I click the tool first, I think then I can just start clicking these things and then I get them. All right, I'm going to make some line segments and connect these different midpoints here because I kind of liked the way this turned out when I did it this way. All right, now I can even take the midpoints of those segments that I just did. There's a midpoint there, here's a midpoint here, there's another midpoint, and then I can connect these again with more line segments. All right, and I got this kind of neat looking shape happening here. All right, so let's say you can do whatever you want with that. This is just a basic idea. All right, you can use curves. Curves are really cool too. When you do arcs is what they call curves. If you wanted to make an arc in here, you could, take one from here, make it go through here, and then go over there. There's your arc. All right, I did a whole bunch of arcs on some different shapes. Make them bend through. All right, so anyway, you get your basic tile, whatever you've chosen. Okay, now we want to hide some of this stuff. I don't like all those dots and everything, so I'm going to choose the select one, and I'm going to go over and click that, and then I get that hide option again. All right, that can get rid of these points because it's rather unsightly. Doesn't look so nice. So I can hide these things. I'm just hiding the points. Click on each one of them. Sometimes, depending on what you've had going on, you might have to click points several times to get them to actually hide because there could be several points on top of each other. So I'm clicking all those. Those are almost gone. I got one left. If there was any line I didn't like, I could hide it. All right, so this is what I'm going to call my tile. Right now I'm going to do, you choose what you're going to do next. Under transform, there's a bunch of choices over here. There's reflection, translation, rotation, dilation. Dilation is where something gets bigger or smaller. Rotation is where you rotate it. Translation is where you're just moving it from one spot to another. Then you'll have 2 things. So I'm going to do a rotation dilation for fun. So I'm going to choose a center point, which is where it's going to rotate around. I like it to rotate around there. I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to have it move over there. And then I choose the point. Now the point, depending on where you make it, if I make it bigger, farther away, then it's going to get bigger. If I make it closer, it'll make it smaller. So I'm going to do smaller just for so there's my point. All right, now I'm going to do the dilation, rotation. So I need to choose the whole thing, and I'm going to drag and drop, all right, like that, so I can click everything here. So now it's got the whole shape has been chosen. And now I can hit apply, and you can see, that was looks like 180 degree rotation. So if I was to do this again, I would make it definitely less. But, so here's a nice thing. We can always do the undo button, right? I can do the undo button, and now I can do this again. Let's see if I can make it the way I want it to be. Again, this is my center point. I like that. I'm gonna choose this one here, but this time I want it to just go over down here. And let's see what happens this time. Again, I got to choose the whole shape, so I'm choosing that, and I'm doing the rotation dilation. That's a little better. So I can get like 3. Well, you can keep going, just see what happens. You get some cool things that happen sometimes. Anyway, there is my rotation. And if you didn't like any of that, you can always go back and take some of these off, you know, like I definitely think. Well, I'll let you guys choose which one you like best. Anyway, that's kind of neat. So that's how you do this, all right? So there's some basics for you. And again, when you're done, you know, you can go hiding more stuff. You know, if I don't like this point here, you certainly can go and hide it, all right? Or in fact, I would hide all of these points so that they weren't showing up. All right, so there's my quick intro there. If you have more questions, let me know. Have a nice afternoon. Enjoy the activity.